Hello Pokemon fans, this is ProPokeNoob back today to bring you another battle, and joining me today is good old itchy left arm. Yeah, I got, you guys might not know this, but I get allergy shots, and I've started my grass extract shots, and I'm extremely allergic to grass, like particularly orchard grass and June grass, so it doesn't matter. The point is, this shot has been itchy for 3 days now, and it's really bothering me, and on top of that, probably going to be posting this the day after I record it, but on my left finger I got a spider bite, what I think is a spider bite because it's considerably large and not itchy, but it's in pain. So my whole left arm is essentially rashed and bitten, and then on top of that I've got 2 bad shoulders because I took some stress from both exams, and then I hit them as well on the ground. I hit the ground hard once, so I'm just a one beat up big guy that's not big, but the point is, hey, I'm doing a narration. Today I'm going to be bringing you a standard UU match against a person by the name of Cloud M. Now, this is a brand new team. It was based around the fact that I actually wanted to use a Registeel, and I was kind of questioning why Registeel wasn't used, and I go, well, this is good old Registeel. I mean, he's pretty predictable, but he's still useful, so I basically made a team around Registeel. I actually used a Pokemon and based a team around it. Even if it doesn't look good, I still did it. I don't know. But basically I have a special defensive Registeel, a physically defensive Cresselia, whose moveset I need to change. I've got Psychic, HP Fighting, Thunder Wave, and Lunar Dance. I don't need HP Fighting. It really doesn't do anything, as you'll see in this battle. And I don't know, it just feels like, I know it's not supposed to be dealing damage, it's just supposed to never die and kind of stall people out, but I don't know, I gotta play around with it a little bit. I have a Timid Specs, Chandelure, Choice Scarf, Jolly, Heracross, I guess what you could call a 4th gen Togekiss. It's a max speed, max HP with Encore, and I mean, Encore is actually pretty cool for locking people in. I didn't know it was a 4th gen thing, but it's just for locking people in, screwing around with their team, getting me some safe switches into Heracross and Chandelure, and my Machamp, which is just there because I'm like, yeah, you know what, screw it, need a new Pokemon, put in Machamp, and it actually has the black belt, so, nice boosted dynamic punches, no guard, you guys know the deal. Look at my opponent's team. It's a whole bunch of threats, and by threats I mean you got Tornadus, you've got Raikou, you've got Roserade, very strong Pokemon in the UU tier. He also has a Abomasnow, which is going to be kind of annoying because it's just going to be residual damage coming off nonstop, and on top of that, he's got Suicune, which is just a physical whore, which can also use Calm Mind, whatever it wants to do, and then Arcanine is just pretty flexible with his physical hits. So I just need to play it around, need to keep Cresselia alive for a long time, and actually Registeel is going to come into play quite a bit as well to take it on. But in the ways it leads, I figured I should just get my rocks up because he has both an Abomasnow and Tornadus out there, so I'm just going to lead off with him. He leads off with Tornadus, I see a lead Tornadus, I assume Taunt, I go for Seismic Toss. Very simple, it's exactly what he does. Now, I'm going to be honest, in this game, I do predict the heck out of this guy. I pretty much read this whole thing, except for this, I didn't expect Bulk Up and Flight Gem boosted Acrobatics, so I'm going to lose my Embrace the Hacks and Togekiss turn 3, but I really don't mind because I can send in my Scarf Heracross, take out a Tornadus. It does reveal that I am Scarf, but I mean, which one isn't? There's very few Heracrosses that aren't Scarf these days. But now he's going to send an Abomasnow. I fear the Focus Sash because that's really the only reason any logical person would do that. So I'm just going to switch into Cresselia. In case he wanted to go for HP Fire, it would have did a little bit of damage to Registeel, even though he's specially defensive. But it doesn't really matter. Cresselia takes the Blizzard very well, actually, because Cresselia doesn't die. I'm going to paralyze the Abomasnow with a T-Wave, follow it up with an HP Fighting, and that's why it's useless, because it just doesn't do any damage. And he's going to sub a Leech Seed. Now, I definitely have to switch out, because between the Hail and the Leech Seed, I have a lot of health that I'm giving back to the Pokemon, so I got to get out of there. I have no choice. I'm going to switch into Chandelure, because I figured I can take HP Fire, Blizzard, Grass Move, whatever he wants to do, and he actually switches into Roserade. This is perfect. He doesn't know that I'm Specs yet, so he fears me being Scarfed, I guess, and switches down to Arcanine. I predict the Arcanine, though, go for the Shadow Ball. That's going to do a lot of damage, but I know that this thing can most likely be faster, so I'm just going to switch out, go into Cresselia, which is the highest thing that has, the thing with the highest HP amount, because I wanted to get a lot of residual damage off, because I know a recoil move is coming in the form of Wild Charge. That's the only thing he can do unless he wanted to double switch. So I'm going to slow this down. Holy mackerel, it's going fast. So I went into the thing with the highest HP. He takes a lot of HP, dies from Hail. Now he's going to go to Roserade. I'm just going to go for Psychic, as he actually sets up a layer of Toxic Spikes. Now, between the Hail and the Toxic Spikes, I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is a stall team. It just feels a little too aggressive to be a stall team. Like, I know This thing is, you know, especially defensive, and I'm guessing is a Abomasnow, or I'm guessing that Suicune is physically defensive, but I'm just going to go for the T-Wave to force him to either switch or allow me to go into Chandelure if he kills me off now, which will basically seal me the deal because, hey, I'll be faster. But he actually has Aromatherapy, which I don't see very often on Roserades. Actually, this is one of the very few times that I've seen it. So it kind of tells me that, okay, this must be a stall team because this thing is a Cleric. But he's going to take me out now. That's absolutely okay with me. I can send in Heracross, and I carry Guts on my Heracross on the off chance that people try to status it. So now I'm going to have a Guts boost, and I'm just going to go for Mega Horn. Now, I could have just gone for CC just to not miss anything, but I figured, you know what? If he stays in, he might resist, might live. I wasn't even thinking about Guts boost or anything like that. But as you can see, 2 Mega Horns will be able to take out the Suicune, provided I don't miss, and I don't miss. So Suicune is not even a problem. I just take it out, and that's a Scarfed Heracross. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if that's physically defensive. I should have did damage calc beforehand. I'll try and put one on the screen afterwards, but you never know. Anyways, I'm going to switch into Registeel, special defensive. Take hits from Raikou all day. It doesn't matter. These things usually carry HP Ice anyways. And unless he's on a Sun team and has Weather Ball, it's not going to do anything. And if he has Aura Sphere, then hey, I mean, it's shiny. It could have Aura Sphere. I don't know. But the fact that he sent it in on Heracross makes me think that it's Scarf. So I'm just going to go for the T-Wave to paralyze it, but now he's going to switch out into his Roserade, and because his Roserade has Aromatherapy, it's going to be able to get rid of the paralysis, which I can't really prevent, but I'm going to set up my rocks anyways to punish both the Abomasnow and the Raikou. He's going to go for the Aromatherapy, and I'm going to go for the Seismic Toss just to get a lot of damage off on this thing. I know because of Hail, he won't be able to heal up to the point where he'll be able to live another Seismic Toss, so I'm kind of forced him. I figure he either has Rest or some Sludge Bomb or something, but he actually has Rest. I'm going to go for the Seismic Toss. Now, the switch is pretty obvious, and this is what I mean by a full control battle. I know what he's going to do. He's making very obvious plays, and he really doesn't have the team to make any unpredictable plays. He's going to switch out to get the natural Cure boost, and he can't do anything about it. I mean, he could stay in and take Seismic Tosses, but he's going to be no point. He's going to keep resting and stalling? No, it's not going to work. So he's going to get his Abomasnow paralyzed. I'm going to go into Woman's Touch, and he's going to go for the Blizzard. I'm max HP, max attack, I think, Adamant Nature. And that doesn't do a lot to me, which is nice. But because of Poison and because he has Protect, I am actually going to have no use for this thing because, you know, he's going to outspeed me and take me out. Except he doesn't stay in. He actually switches out into Roserade, which is a weird play. I don't know why, but Black Belt boosted Dynamic Punch is going to kill him. Just because Roserade has no defense. I guess he needed to save this thing to be faster than something else on my team. I have no idea. But now he can go into Raikou, just lock himself in the Thunderbolt, which really isn't going to do him much because, well, I still have Registeel, which makes me believe that he doesn't have Aura Sphere. Otherwise, he should have done that, but then I could have gone into Chandelure. So, in essence, he's screwed. I mean, what else can he do? I'm just going to go for the Seismic Toss. Now, you think that I would have the match because it's 3-2 and I have both Heracross and Chandelure. But you gotta remember, if this thing is Scarfed, it's gonna outspeed my Heracross, and my Heracross doesn't have the greatest amount of HP, and I was afraid that Raikou could actually kill it. So I still don't know if it's Scarfed. I'm assuming it is, just because of the way he played it before. So what I'm gonna do is risk going into Chandelure. Hopefully he can take a Thunderbolt, and then I can kill it off, and luckily I do. It doesn't take it out, which confirms that it is most likely Scarfed. I can go for the Shadow Ball, take out the Raikou, and even though between the Hail and the Poison, I'm going to lose Chandelure, my last Pokemon is Heracross, his last Pokemon is Abomasnow that is paralyzed, so I definitely have this match in the game. I have the match in the game. The match in the bag, and I'm going to finish it off with a nice and powerful close combat. That was an excellent match, Cloud M. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this battle. Now, I do want to make a comment about his team, which I don't really do very often because I respect how people build their teams, mainly because I don't build teams, you know, to a professional standard myself. But I found it weird how he has Abomasnow on this team, because if actually, I'm going to reset here, hold on. Here we go. So, just to look at his team quickly, he has these 5 Pokemon here are actually fairly strong. He's got the Fire, Water, Grass, Fire, Water, Grass core, and he's got Tornadus and Raikou, which are 2 fast sweepers. He's got the physical, he's got the bulk up, and then he's got this thing, which I'm guessing is Scarf. So he has a pretty powerful team, and we're not really sure what this is. Most likely Banded, just based on the damage that he did. But, I mean, it seems like a very strong core, and even though he has Toxic Spikes on this, I'm pretty sure he could get away without an Abomasnow. The Abomasnow just feels like, if you're gonna do a stall team, you gotta use Pokemon that are like, not necessarily all phased by hail. You know what I mean? Like, people use Wall Rain because it doesn't get hurt by hail, it heals from hail. And then if they use other Pokemon with leftovers to stall, you know, they're still bulky enough that they can take hits and, you know, abuse the fact that there's hail. I don't know. It just feels like if he had something other than a Abomasnow, maybe something like... I don't even know what to recommend. I don't know. It just... The whole match, other than him making a couple of questionable plays, it just feels like Abomasnow is out of place. I don't know. Excuse me. Unless Suicune is harnessing some kind of blizzard shenanigans, I really don't see a use for hail on his team other than residual damage. And to be honest, the residual damage hurt his team more than it hurt my team. So I don't know if it's just because my team is more defensive or what it is, but nonetheless, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will be posting hopefully a little bit more now because there's only one exam left. I've been playing a little bit more, so hopefully I'll be trying to find as many battles as I possibly can, as well as I've actually recorded through my whole Legend of Zelda LP, so those parts will just be coming out whenever I can put them out if I don't have any Pokemon battles for you guys. And then after that, I already have a new series planned after that, so hopefully we can get that going as well. But until then, everyone, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, peace.